we're talking about learning how to learn. And we previously, I'm going to dovetail in 4 different things on the one thing, which is trying to front run via execution. Front run like ahead running. So running ahead, front running. So the problem that I heard is that the Bitcoin wave, that's never going to get written. That's because the book that was genius is the mobile wave, where Michael Saylor wanted to identify a wave to get behind. And so what better way than to front run than to jump in front of where the market's going. That's how we financially benefit. So the Bitcoin wave, chapter 1 is the wave. Oh my God, that is chapter 1, where in chapter 1, it's getting behind something that's already going. So that way we experience way less risk. Chapter 2 is computers, where before we needed to have something tangible, but money such as gold is actually incredibly dangerous because that gold can get repossessed when we're trying to go over a border or trying to swap it, which actually leads to the next topic, which was made easier, chapter 3, paper, where paper money is meant to springboard and better network money. Next chapter is entertainment. And inside of the Bitcoin wave, there's a ton of entertainment. Some of it's actually aggressive because a store of value is the first time that it's ever happened. And so it's somewhat entertaining. Because Bitcoin is so complicated, there are memes. And all a meme is a compression algorithm using a picture. So a compression algorithm is physics. That's a formula to gravity, the formula for escape velocity, a formula for potential energy turning into kinetic energy, and the 3 laws of thermodynamics. Compression algorithms as a meme is a funny FU. And what good is money if you don't say FU? So FU, money, is a form of entertainment when you have money. It's crude, it's rude, it's the Bitcoin wave. 5 is wallet. Wallet is laden with baggage, literal baggage. 6 is the social network of money. Money itself is incredibly social, whereas paper money is just values ascribed by governments. Bitcoin money has a market value of its own. The more networked and social it is, the more it's worth. And that's why gold bugs cry, because gold is not interconnected, where 1 gram of gold can't communicate to the other nodes on the Bitcoin network. Chapter 7, the Bitcoin wave. Bitcoin is actually medicinal, where it's a pharmaceutical grade form of money that's engineered by engineers, not a financial engineer. Chapter 8 is about education, and Bitcoin, it's both older and newer than everything, which is why it's almost a religion, but it's definitely a form of education. And why is there education required? Because financial literacy was suppressed. Credit education was suppressed. That's why chapter 8, the credit education chapter, is really the foundation of Bitcoin education. Chapter 9, developing world. We're not talking about third world, which is where Argentina repossessed Michael Saylor's company's money MicroStrategy, where the solution was to buy a boat and then a yacht, and then get the money out of the country by buying boats. The developing world is the Bitcoin world, where how does the world occur when this is the first time the world has seen truly hard money that keeps its store of value. So the developing world, sure, it's third world, but it's really just the future Bitcoin world in developing world. And then 10 is the new world. How will we save money in the new world? How will we be in the new Bitcoin world? So that's chapters 1 through 10. And in most of them, they cite and source Michael Saylor's earlier book, The Mobile Wave, which this whole thing came about when people say, hey, you have a bunch of great videos on YouTube of interviews. When's your book coming out? And then the reaction of alphas is, well, why didn't you read my last book? Why didn't you read my last 5 books? When I was faced with that problem of why don't people read when, I was like, I'm just gonna write a book called What They Don't Teach You at Stanford Business School, and then I'm gonna quote my mentor, Mark McCormack, in every chapter. You guys love that? That's my book summary. It's gonna be swapped. We're doing a 5-way. Not that kind of 5-way, like a 5-way author situation where it's gonna be a bunch of great authors. Look at all these notes. It's gonna be Kimberly, who I first sold, and then she got Donna. I brought in Heather, and then Alexander was like, yeah, let me in. You guys respond on Twitter because that's the origin story for our book. Am I a co-author? No. Did I come up with the outline? Yes. I'm actually executive producer of the book. No one's ever done that with a book before. So I'm gonna edit using an external API and then be completely CS 183 law abiding. CS, computer science, 183 like Peter Thiel's class. CS 183 law.